Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening of Olympics in Real Life, a first of its kind festival that celebrates over a century of Olympic films and its heritage, and most importantly, India's journey at the Olympics over the decades.
Art and athletics have been intertwined since the dawn of the Olympic Games in Greece. The two enrich each other.
So we launched the Olympic in Real Life in Mumbai with this massive exhibition of Lixenberg and Lorenzo Vitturi, and most importantly of Poulomi Basu. We are very privileged to have many esteemed Olympians with us. Olympic gold medalist, first individual Indian athlete to win a gold at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games, Abhinav Bindra. Olympic bronze medalist, former #1 world boxing champion, the magnificent Mary Kom. Karnam, Malleshwari, Iron Lady, the first Indian lady to win a medal at the Olympics. Aparna, Popat, India's national badminton champion for record 9 times. Anjali Bhagwat, 3-time Olympian. Vijender Singh, the first Indian boxer to win an Olympic medal. Zafar Iqbal, former captain of the Indian hockey team that won the gold at the 1980 Moscow Olympics. Manisha Malhotra represented India in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Bhavin Fernandez, Rekha Bhide, Mullikan Petkarji, Manoj Pingle. Welcome to all of you and thank you so much for being here. The films will take viewers on a journey around the world, back in time, whether it's from 1912 silent film to sound, black and white to color, Technicolor, 16mm, 70mm, all of these beautifully restored. Some of these films have been shot by 50 cameramen shooting from every conceivable angle, including underwater, as in the case of Leni Riefenstahl's astounding film of 1938 on Olympia, which was edited out of 1.2 million feet of film.
To do a collaboration on presenting those films, we decided to do the largest film retrospective on screen that we'd ever done before.
To immerse yourselves for a week in an Olympic movie marathon, which captured not just the incredible human endeavor of sport, but also the historical and social context in which the Olympic Games are held all around the world.
Watching these images is emotional. Looking at my fellow Olympians and all their contributions to sport is absolutely inspiring. You know, as many times I watch these images, they always bring back goosebumps.
I relived my 3 Olympic experiences. I just felt that Sydney Olympic just finished yesterday.
Whether it's Milkha Singh running the race, or it's PT Usha, or it's Sania Mirza, or Mahesh Bhupathi, or Leander Paes, the 1980 Olympics where India won the gold. Zafar Iqbal was there.
I was really thrilled to see such a movie because I haven't seen my own, any film while playing at that time, because there was hardly films available with us, hardly any.
There were a couple of shots of mine which I've seen for the first time. I'm going to pull those from you after.
The next few days, along with Intact, we almost had 600 to 700 children coming in.
I myself am a under 19 hockey player, so I really like the story of Rani Rampal and was feeling very motivated listening to it.
It was exciting because the children had never seen sports talking about the values and why they became such great Olympians.
Their struggles as well as their achievements, what they have gained, what they have lost, what sacrifices they've made. I would say how calm these people were while, winning, losing. They had all the patience.
I'd like to mention there's a lot in similar between sport and films. There's drama, there's emotion, there's suspense, the heroes, the heroines.
So it shows also the power of images and films, and this is what we really hope will have an impact and inspire younger generation.
And I think that's what makes them really interesting, because this is not TV coverage that you see something live and then that's it. Obviously the producers, the filmmakers have access to the athletes before, during and after the games and can tell a more complete story. Very strong images, iconic moments, but also go really to the human level of what the games are about.
Few years ago, I was shooting with the great Milkha Singh ji. And while the conversations were happening on the phone, he told me that he's looking for some footage of his races. He says, YouTube में तो देखा है मैंने, but वो इतना ही दिखाते हैं. मुझे तो देखना है कि पहले और उसके बाद का रेस, you know, what is happening before and after and what is the field and thing. And I went to the films division and they had this little footage. I took that footage and I just showed it to him just before the shoot. My God. He was so excited, back like a flying sea. He was excited to show that footage to the young generation, how they used to run those days, ground क्या था, कैसे दौड़ते थे, छलांग मारते थे, मुश्किलात क्या थी. He wanted to show it to a whole lot of them, to inspire them. And we tend to forget from time that the medium of film came into being a medium of visual record of our lives. And similarly, the Olympic Games too have been recorded for posterity. In India, time to time, Olympic Games made their debut on small screen. Millions have glued to television screens to watch as Indian contingent walked proudly behind the Indian flag. These images have inspired many of today Indian Olympians. Yet we fail to recognize that this was history that was playing before our eyes. So it was not just the memories for Sonia Singh or Zafar Iqbal or Malleshwari or Vijender Singh, but these films are an inspirational to every young child who's sitting there, who's watching these films, because it's not just about the sports, or it's not about just being an Olympian, but it's about the values. We could trace Indians in Olympics from the early days, bring it back to the people and say this is our heritage. It's important to preserve and we must preserve it.